Everybody, I am RJSMITH, and this is Crazy News Reacts, where I scour the globe for the weirdest, strangest, craziest news of today. So come along as we investigate Street Cop Trainers. It is a training company to provide supposedly good, solid guidance on policing, but it's anything but that. I always tell you guys that police in their training are taught how to hate people, how to circumvent constitutional rights, and all the rest of it. And this is proof. Let's go.
About 1,000 police officers attended a private police training conference in Atlantic City. We investigated this 6-day conference hosted by a private company called Street Cop Training. The training was held after New Jersey, as well as other states, had adopted safety initiatives and reforms to reduce bias and excessive force in policing. What we found was really disturbing.
Folks, let's be honest. Maybe there was a day when if a man was asked for an ass whooping, it's a cop's job to give it to him, yes?
Purple Rock from ladder 2.
Well, that day is gone. If it ever existed, it's gone today. There is no action you can engage in that will not be on CNN and YouTube tomorrow morning.
Okay, so look, they are teaching officers, both new and those who have been sent for retraining, how to get around cameras. One of those ways I always inform you guys is by stating as loud as you can, stop resisting, as they are kicking the person's ass. So just in case the camera doesn't catch the ass whipping, it'll catch them saying stop resisting, and they will certainly claim that you were resisting and they just tried to bring you under control. Let's go on.
What we want in a modern liberal democracy in our army is we want to turn violence on and off like a faucet.
Now, you make the point that while killing may be an inherent taboo, it's something that can be learned.
The only way you make a frightened person react in a certain way is to drill it into them, to make it a conditioned response.
Conditioned response, as soon as you see an enemy, right, you kill.
And right off the bat here, we are seeing that there is no de-escalation taught at these trainings, and to drill it into somebody is cop speak for whooping ass. Beat the shit out of them so that they will listen. And if necessary, kill. Not my words, theirs.
Every species, every mammal has a powerful built-in resistance against killing their own kind.
Now you begin the process of orchestrating the instruments together in a symphony of death and destruction!
Military psycho teaching other people in the military who will become law enforcement officers how to kill.
Once you've made the decision to take a human life, you're a transformed creature, you're a predator. What does a predator do? They kill. Only a killer can hunt a killer. Are you emotionally, spiritually, psychologically prepared to snuff out a human life in defense of innocent lives? If you can't make that decision, you need to find another job.
Did you guys hear that? Once you've made the decision to kill, which means they had the intent, keep that in mind, so they must become killers. He's teaching them that. Either you murder or find another job. That's his words, not mine. This is what police are trained. Let's continue.
Shots fired!
321, we have shots fired. We have one suspect down.
I told him not to reach for it! I told him to get his hand out!
You told him to get his ID, sir, and his driver's license.
Can I see your license, please?
Get a guard! Get it! Why did you shoot me?
Well, you dove head first back into your car. Your seatbelt violation, sir.
Seatbelt? I just pulled it off right there at the corner to pull in the gas station!
Well, I got help come to you, okay? I got help come to you.
Sorry!
So in the first segment, we see 6 to 7 law enforcement officers firing at least 30 bullets at a guy. What the hell? And then 2 instances of law enforcement officers asking for licenses. And then when the people reach to get the licenses, they shoot. Remember, kill, kill, kill. That's the training. Murder, murder, red rum, red rum, red rum. Can't be any more clear. Look at this sign. Kill, kill, kill. They are teaching that. It's clear. Holy shit, guys.
Whenever we survey cops about use of deadly force, they consistently tell us that number one concern is what? Begins with an L. Lawsuits, liability, lawyers, I'm going to get sued. Do you understand you can be sued for not shooting? Stand there and do nothing while people are murdered. What do they call that? Cowardice, malfeasance, dereliction of duty, deliberate indifference, blood on your hands. We might call it assisted suicide, because the one that dies next might be you, yes? There's only one way out. Know the law, know it well. Get every training opportunity you can. Don't be afraid of being sued. Everybody gets sued. Just a chance for overtime.
Shit, I don't know what to say about that one. They'll be sued for having restraint, telling them to shoot now and worry about lawsuits later. And if they don't shoot, they're cowards. And besides, if you get sued, you'll get overtime. Ha ha ha. Wow.
Ecclesiastes 3:3. Time to kill, time to heal. Appreciate you, brother. Good to have you on board. Stay hard. Hurrah.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Proud to be a serviceman. Stay hard.
Reason I put you over, your brake lights are out.
Sir, I have to tell you, I do have a firearm on me.
Don't reach for it then. Don't pull it out.
I'm not pulling it out.
Don't pull it out. Don't pull it out! Don't move! Fuck!
Was it not clear? Give me your license. He reaches for the license, the cop unloads and kills him. And holy crap, how can any jury find this guy not guilty of what he did? He asked for the license. When the guy reached for it, he killed him. How is that not clear to a jury? And then to be quoting Ecclesiastes, you know, the book of the Bible, and then they're saying a time to kill, a time to heal. A kill, kill, kill. There it is again.
You want to go, I'm going to pull over 20 people in a row for the sole purpose of asking them a series of questions. Make up your own questions. Something as simple as, hey, how you doing? Where you come from? You know, hey, where you going? Be real friendly about all stuff and just see how people answer questions. You will learn general baseline. And then when you ask somebody a question and the answers are just weird, you'll be so much better at picking up on it.
Guys, I am constantly telling you about their bullshit. You do not have to answer the question of where you're coming from, where you're going. This is not a communist country. You don't have to tell anyone where you're going or where you've been. And this one trainer, he pulls people over for driving behind tractor trailer. That is not a law. A lot of older people drive slower. They stay in the right lane. If they're behind a truck, big deal. That's not, how is this guy pulling people over for this? That's why he was fired. And lastly, you heard what he said right there. Engage in conversation, make stuff up, lie. And guess what? They are allowed to lie. But if the driver lies, then all of a sudden they escalate.
Here's what you're allowed to do on every traffic stop you make. This is constitutionally permitted action. You're allowed to stop a vehicle, walk up to the vehicle, collect documentation from the operator of the vehicle or the violator of the vehicle. So maybe it's a passenger who's the violator and that's the reason for the stop. Maybe not wearing a seatbelt, maybe ashing cigarettes out the window or littering out the window. You can then review the documentation. You can talk to them about certain things because there's constitutionally protected conversations. So this is how it begins. You can, on every traffic stop, ask about departure, destination, and purpose of trip. Those 3 things are always accepted. It's not a violation of the Constitution. You can also talk to them about the reason they're being stopped. So if you were speeding, I can say to you, did you know you were speeding? Do you know the speed limit is here? Why were you speeding? Questions related to the purpose of the stop. Now, I'm allowed to then return to my police vehicle and run warrant checks, write my summonses, and then if no reasonable suspicion arises during this time, which allows me to, what, have continued detainment, I must release without any further cause. That's what you're allowed to do. Now, if during this time, reasonable suspicion starts to develop that, wow, this may be more than just a traffic stop, you are allowed to do what? Continue to detain on the side of the road enough time to confirm or dispel your suspicious criminal activity. You also now begin to broaden your questioning, go into more intrusive questioning, and pose questions like, is there anything illegal in the car? So that's how it works.
CBS News discovered the founder of Street Cop, Dennis Bonino, was a street cop himself in Woodbridge Township, New Jersey. Public records revealed Bonino was disciplined by the department 3 times in 5 years. In 2015, 3 women accused him of using excessive force and racial bias. Woodbridge Township paid $50,000 taxpayer dollars to settle before it went to trial. Bonino never admitted wrongdoing. Woodbridge police say he retired from the department at age 33, weeks after that lawsuit was filed. Then he went on to create Street Cop.
So there's a couple things here. See how they said earlier, if the guy throws a cigarette out the window? Well, they always say, please put the cigarette out, sir, because they don't like cigarettes. You don't have to do that. But if you do, they'll use that as a littering to be able to continue the illegal detainment. And again, here we are with departure, destination, and purpose of the trip. It's none of their business. You do not have to tell them that. They are teaching officers at this conference how to circumvent the law. They must have a reasonable, articulated suspicion, as found by the U.S. Supreme Court, that you have committed a crime, are in the process of one, or are going to do a crime. They make this up all the time. And clearly, because of that news report, we see that Bonino is a dirty cop. He was probably told to retire or be fired. And now he's teaching other cops how to be dirty.
What the fuck I do for a living. There's nothing else I'm good at. I love violence. I love fighting. I love shooting, and I fucking love freedom. It wasn't that long ago that we were drinking out of the schools of our enemies. Like, I'm gonna fucking murder this guy, then I'm gonna take his head, then I'm gonna cut his head in half, and then I'm gonna boil his skull, and then I'm gonna drink out of that skull. Fucking rad, right? I'm not sure the guy who's fucking recording you like, I am not a citizen of the United States under fucking Act 12, 16. Shut the fuck up, right? I'd get pepper sprayed and fucking tased. Windows broken out, motherfucker. We don't like treating turds, right? We're like, fuck them. The ambulance can take care of them, right? But I had a problem treating, gangbangers and the people that were the pieces of shit of society, right? I had a great mentor that told me, well, Sean, guess what? That's a live tissue lab, bro. Anytime you come to one of these shitbags, absolutely do the best you can. Absolutely, because what if he gets hurt, right? Or she gets hurt, or he gets hurt, then I can perform that flawlessly because now I've had some reps in.
In the South, it's the Wild West, South, wherever. You don't believe me? Run from Georgia State Patrol. You don't know what I'm talking about. Run from me. Somewhere along the chase becomes...
The back of a fleeing car is facing charges tonight. Sean Pardazzi was fired in February, months after the initial incident took place. He's now facing charges of illegal discharge of a firearm and obstruction of justice.
Vehicle in park.
There's a lot to unpack there. The first guy says he loves fighting and shooting, but then he goes on and states he will murder a suspect, cut off the head, boil the skull, and drink out of it. This is a cop, guys, okay? And has the nerve to say, rad, right? What the fuck? Then the next cop says he loves the pepper spray and tase people because they are pieces of shit. And then he says, quote, fuck them. Let the ambulance deal with them, close quote. And then Fat Boy here at the end says if anybody runs from him at some point, he is going to shoot at them. La 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 la, boom, 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 boom. Huh? Running from a cop. I'm sorry. That is not a legal response. And he's bragging right here on video. And surprise, he's just another dirty cop who's been on the news and who's been fired, now training others. This is what I always tell you guys about. All of this stuff comes from the training. These guys are taught in training how to break your constitutional rights, how to assault you and get away with it, how to watch out for videos. You can murder people. Drink from their skull, for Christ's sakes.
We get kicked in the dick one too many times. When we get troubled by IA, when we lose our motivation, inspiration. I harped a lot on all the negativity. How many times I got kicked in the dick because they didn't want me to go out there and hit a trap. And they didn't want to hit money. They didn't want to hit a kilo. I hit 15 kilos. I hit 300,000. I'm still getting yelled at. Somebody with some kind of fucking thing on their shoulders or neck collar or fucking whatever. We watched your body cam videos. We don't think you got a voluntary consent. Yeah, here's 7 pieces of case law, fuckhead. Stop trying to back the 19-year-old dispatcher. Get a fucking life. We show up, especially when we're new, hammering out fucking tickets like they're going out of style. I don't care, bro. Speed for speed. I'm saving your life. Shut the fuck up. Saving a life. We don't like to write, this is the fucking fun shit, like you see that shit on like Facebook. We don't like to write tickets, but we do because we care about your loved one. Here's a crash car. Yeah, and then every fucking friend of yours who you work with does 106 and a 50, and you stop, you're like, yeah, have a good one, right? You're on the exit, I don't want to fucking die at like 91 with hookers and cocaine around me, you know? Why wouldn't that be your goal and objective? Like, I'm on vacation in Colombia, money, and these girls like are not as wealthy and they need to do things to make money. I would be remiss if I didn't remind you or let you know that I have a 3-inch dick. I'm not the one with a 1-inch dick. I watched this car come off the highway and I fucked the shit out of the female driver. She doesn't want to fuck me back.
Let's just keep on coming. The first cop is complaining about internal affairs. Well, maybe if you didn't do things wrong, you wouldn't have that problem. He goes on to degrade the dispatcher. And Mr. Bonino, when he retires at 91, he wants hookers and cocaine. And then asks the group, why wouldn't you guys want that?
You're on the exit, I don't want to fucking die at like 91 with hookers and cocaine around me, you know? Why wouldn't that be your goal and objective? Like, I'm on vacation in Colombia, money, and these girls like are not as wealthy and they need to do things to make money.
What? And our last hero said he fucked a driver, but she wouldn't fuck him back.
Off the highway, and I fucked the shit out of the female driver. She doesn't want to fuck me back.
Admission to a crime right there? And nobody cares about your dick size. Why are all these cops telling, trainees about their dick size? This is just total ridiculousness.
I would be remiss if I didn't remind you or let you know that I have a 3-inch dick. I'm not the one with a 1-inch dick. I watched this car come off the highway, and I fucked the shit out of the female driver. She doesn't want to fuck me back. She doesn't want to fuck me back.
So here's their website, guys. Go check it out. You'll be shocked at some of these seminars. Legal use of force, interdiction, proactive patrol tactics. In other words, do stuff that's not illegal. Each one of these guys are dirty. Note their names. And if they come to your town to teach this shit, you guys should protest it. None of these guys are any good. Look at them. They all look like crazy haters of civilians. Well, that's all for today, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I hope I have now proved my point that the training cops receive is responsible for their direct behavior on the street. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. And if you find it in your heart, go ahead and share that with your family and friends. I would surely like that. See you right back here tomorrow.